In this video, we're going to talk about the one habit you can develop to improve every single area of your life. Hey goal getters, it's Kevin Bjorklund, and today we're going to be talking about one habit that you've got to develop if you want to improve your life. And it's super simple. This habit is the habit of making a decision. Believe it or not, it's the one thing that cripples most people's potential is their inability to make a decision and stick to it. So many people think that, that their life is going to change once they accomplish something down the road or something happens to them that changes them forever. And it's just not the case. Life changes the moment you make a decision. Look at this diagram. You're going through life, and if you don't change anything, you can only expect to get the same results. So you're going through life, you're going, and the moment that you make a decision to change something in your life, that is the moment that everything changes for you. And through discipline, which is giving yourself a command and following it, that is the recipe to changing your life. Listen, you are one decision away from changing the results in your life. This could be in your business, it could be in your finances, it could be in your relationship, it could be in your health. You're literally one decision. Now, it's not a decision thinking, it's not a thought process of, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. That's not a decision. That's an idea. A decision is, I am doing this and I'm starting now. I'm not starting tomorrow. I'm not starting next week. I'm not starting next month. I'm starting right now. The moment that decision is made internally, everything changes. A shift happens on the inside. Now, the thing that keeps most people from making a decision is a lack of understanding of how they're going to be able to accomplish the thing that they just decided on. So you might be in this place where you're thinking, okay, how does this relate to me? Like, what are you saying? What I'm saying is, I want you to look at your life. What do you want your results to be in your finances? What do you want your results to be in your health, in your relationships? And you can come to that answer very quickly. The thing that keeps people and prolongs people from experiencing the reality of that is a lack of a decision. So if you said, well, this is what I want, then instead of making it a wish, you have to make it a decision. That's a habit. You're saying, right now, I decide that this is going to be my life, and this is going to be my results, and this is going to be the fruit of what I do. Now, you won't know how to do that yet, but the decision precedes the understanding of how. You make a decision, and once you make a decision, that is then what's going to lead to the revelation of how that can come to pass. Earl Nightingale is one of my mentors. I never had the privilege of talking with him, but I've listened to all of his stuff. And he said, I think it was in the Lead the Field program where he talked about until someone makes a decision to bake an apple pie, they're not going to look up the recipe for baking an apple pie, or they're not going to investigate how to do this until someone makes a decision to go to a specific location. Maybe it's, Orlando, Florida, or Dallas, Texas, or Las Vegas, Nevada. Until you make that decision, you're not going to look up the route and you're not going to plan out your path. And so it's the same thing with anything in your life. What the number one thing that you can, take a deep breath on and have this great revelation is, whatever it is that you really desire on the inside, you are capable of. You've been given infinite potential by God to accomplish the things that are in your heart. Now, so many people get caught up in this because they think, well, what if I decide something I had one guy one time and he goes, I said, man, you could do anything you want. He's like be an NBA basketball player. And I'm like, well, Are you playing basketball every day? Like, do you want to play basketball every day? Do you want to be in the NBA? There's so many people get these little arguments caught that catch them up in this idea of infinite potential, unlimited potential. But it is true, whatever you set your mind to, you can accomplish. This is the way that God designed it. Whatsoever things that a man conceives in his mind and believes in his heart, he can accomplish with his hand. That is a true statement. Jesus said it this way: whatsoever things you ask for when you pray, believing that you've received them, that's when you'll have them. So there is this reality that goes beyond our senses that says that whatever it is that we desire, we can actually have it as soon as we have the belief for it. But it all takes the habit of making a decision that you are going to go and do something to get something that you don't currently have. So the question to you is, what is it that you want? What is it that you want in your life? How do you want your relationship to be? How do you want your finances to be? How do you want your health to be? And right now, in this moment, you have the opportunity to change your life by just making a decision. That's all you got to do, is make that decision that this is the day that everything changes. And then it requires discipline. Decision plus discipline equals dreams coming true. Equals dreams becoming a reality. That's the recipe, is a decision, and nothing will happen without the decision, and then the discipline. It's so simple, yet it's so hard. And you know what gets in the way of people not making decisions and not being persistent and not being disciplined is the paradigms. A paradigm is, it's like a roadblock built in the mind that, you just, no matter what you believe consciously, subconsciously, it's just, there's like I don't think that's going to happen. That's a paradigm. A paradigm is a roadblock. A paradigm is a multitude of ideas or habits that prevent you or permit you to live the life that you're currently living or that you would want to be living. It's simply a belief system. It's a set of belief systems. And here's the problem with paradigms is they're hidden. They're habitual. It's the things that you do that you don't know that you do. You need somebody else to call them out. I have a buddy. He is hilarious. He's so funny because he can mimic people so well that, and he does it in a way where he'll mimic somebody and you know exactly who it is, but you didn't recognize that they do the thing that he mimicked until he mimics it and you go, oh my gosh, that's them. And then it's embarrassing because then he'll do it to you. He'll do mine. And I realize I did not even know that I do that. That's what a paradigm is. These are your habitual actions. They're your habitual thoughts. They're the things that keep you from actually living out that supernatural reality of conceiving something in the mind, believing it in the heart, and experiencing it in a physical reality. Like what Jesus said, whatsoever things you ask for when you pray, believing you receive them, then you'll have them. That is a reality for all of us. That reality exists, but it's beyond our senses. And so paradigms, they create the thought patterns that we have. And so many people can't make a decision that goes against what their senses are confirming as a reality for them. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think about the way that you want things to be. And even though you don't understand exactly how, I want you to make a decision right now that your life is going to change. There's something in your life that you want to change. You know what it is right now. It could be either relationally, in your health, or in your finances. And you know that you want it to change, but you just don't know how. And so because you don't know how, you haven't made a decision to change that thing. Here's what I want you to do right now. Make a decision. That's the habit. I've decided. And then be disciplined. And the next step for you could be reaching out to me. I would love to connect with you. I would love to have I will give you a free coaching call where we can talk about the decision you've made and then the things that you need to do to make it a reality. How about that? So there'll be a link down here to schedule a call. I want to do that for you, a free call. But right now, just make the decision. Don't make a wish. Don't, I hope this would change. No, make a decision. You don't need to know how. You just need to develop the habit of making a decision and then being disciplined to do all the things that are required to make that a reality. Listen, you can accomplish it. You've got all the potential. God's given you all the potential to reveal the thing that's in your heart, to reveal it to the physical senses, but it requires belief. So let's jump on a call. If that's you, what is it that you're making a decision today? How are you changing your life? And then let's connect. If you need help getting a plan to be disciplined, okay? All right. You are a goal getter. Go get your goals.